9 of the 11 commentators for NBA 2K17 have been revealed today. Kevin Harlan, Greg Anthony, Shaq and Ernie, Brent Barry, Steve Smith, Doris Burke, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge. That's 9 out of the total 11, so there's 2 more that we don't know about yet. They should be revealed soon. I guess we can try to take guesses on who we think it's going to be. But that is amazing news that Chris Webber is going to be in the commentary team. And it makes you wonder, will his player be available in MyTeam? Will he be on some of the historic teams for the Kings? That's a possibility. And this is just me speculating. I don't know if this is true or not. I'm just guessing, hey, maybe when they got him on the commentary team, they had a conversation with him and they said, hey, we'll pay you a little bit more if you let us use your player for some of these historic teams. So it's a possibility. We can just hope and pray that he's in the game. That would be amazing if he's a new legend this year. More news dropped for other modes as well, so let's just go over them. First is in MyTeam. Everybody is going to start off the game with a free agent card. Everyone will get to pick 1 out of 5 top NBA players to help you get connected to the mode. These cards cannot have contracts added to them. They're served more as trials for everybody, especially those new to the mode who might never see such cards. This is a chance to get to play with the NBA's best. The Gauntlet has been replaced with MyTeam Blacktop mode. It's basically the same mode. It's a 3v3. You pick 1 player. And then there's a new wheel. It's a draft wheel like a slot machine, and the wheel will pick your next 2 players. After each game, there's a prize board to choose rewards from. These rewards can include point cards to unlock new boards with better prizes. There's also a technical foul card that will reset the board. Now that's some cheese. That'll be annoying if you get that. Then there's also going to be gems that are available in these cards. And diamond players are included as some of the rewards. Prize deck adds random player cards to the boards, and there are a total of 10 levels, each with better prizes. 2K is planning on releasing new moment cards after they happen in the NBA, and it's the same with challenges. You'll see new ones from the previous night around the league. So it'll be interesting to see how often they add in new challenges relating to what happened in the real NBA. There is a new defensive system called ACE, and it stands for Adaptive Coaching Engine. Coaches will adapt to players differently depending on player type, playoffs, season, behavior, efficiency, etc. There's over 6,000 adjustments, and any schematic changes will be updated all the way through the real NBA Finals. A concept that was discussed to demonstrate ACE's depth was how a 20-point game performance is different playing as Cleveland than it would be, say, Utah. This will be interesting because they had a system that was kind of like that in 2K16, but it was terrible. Remember when your team would try to switch a matchup for you? Like if you had a player like Kawhi Leonard and you're playing against the Thunder, they might put Kawhi on Westbrook sometimes. They'll put your best defender on whoever they think is dominating. The problem with this though was that in some games, like let's say in that example against the Thunder, it'll make Kawhi Leonard guard Westbrook, but then who's gonna guard Durant? So sometimes you would play a team and there's 2 star players and it'll make one of your guys automatically guard somebody else, but then you see the problem there. You're missing the other player. So hopefully that doesn't happen with their new ACE system. Maybe they fix that. We'll have to keep our eyes open to see how it works. So here's some new features. Smart Coach. It says you'll really want to listen to your assistant coach during timeouts, as he will share knowledge of specific players around the league, as well as real life instruction on how to stop opposing teams and how to run your offense and who to run it through. Your assistant coach will talk you through the ups and downs, the chart, and analyze the game as you play. Different messaging exists for every team. There's also an improved defensive AI. There's positional matchups. Different coaches have different aggressiveness in attacking mismatches, for instance. There's formation recognition. Defensive help assignments will change and offenses will be more aware than ever. Don't let up. Offenses are measuring offensive efficiency to track the opposition, and difficulty level matters for this sort of thing. There's going to be on-the-fly team individual ace packages, new dynamic plays and quick plays, coaching intangibles, extend the pressure, and you can control the help, literally assign who you want to press, etc. So some of these features we've already had, like extend the pressure. You could go in the options and go to each player and tell them, I want you to deny ball, I want you to play tight, I want you to do this, I want you to do that. But maybe now we can say, hey, I never want you to double team from the corner, because that is the biggest flaw. And I can't wait to see some gameplay to see if when somebody drives in the paint, if people are unnecessarily coming over from the corners, even though there's enough people in the paint already there to help with the drive. That was the biggest problem with gameplay in 2K16. Somebody drives, 3 people collapse, and then the next thing you know, another 2 from the corner come to collapse. You just make the pass out, you're wide open. Hopefully they fixed that and they made it smarter. Same thing for double teaming. In NBA 2K16, you can't really double team off of somebody that can't shoot, because the rest of your team rotates when they're not supposed to. They're supposed to just stay on their player. So let's say you're playing against the Chicago Bulls and you double team Dwayne Wade and you leave Rondo open. In NBA 2K16, the defense will actually rotate over to Rondo, even though he's not a three-point shooter, and leave somebody else open like Jimmy Butler. Then all they have to do is pass the ball from Rondo to Jimmy Butler, when really what you wanted to happen was you wanted to double team Wade and leave Rondo open, so Wade passes it to Rondo, and then Rondo has to drive to go do a layup. But by that time, since he's all the way at the perimeter, he can't shoot the 3. You could just take your player and go back over and try to defend him before he does his layup. That's how you want to play defense, but you weren't able to do that in 2K16 because they would rotate no matter who it was. So maybe now with this new defensive system, they're smart enough to know, hey, don't do that. Don't leave in this situation. Don't rotate to that guy. He can't shoot. That's what I'm hoping. I can't wait to see defense to see if they actually fix this, or if this is going to be another huge problem, just watching your defense break down for no reason. There's some more information here for ProAM. There's an ability to go from the park directly into ProAM. You'll earn park revenue while playing ProAM. Now includes rosters, no more free-for-alls. You can also warm up and shoot around while waiting for an opponent. You can view stats on all the players. There's also leveling up as a team, an amateur team, which is limited in their capabilities and customization. Then pro, with more abilities and customization, such as different arena features. Elite status is next, which is very special. Custom importing of pictures is granted at this level, and overall much expanded from last year. Also sponsors, which bring in extra VC. Work up from elite level 1 to elite level 6. And just as I said in the last video, if you become an elite team, you could get an invite to the 2K All-Star Tournament around the All-Star Game, which includes a $250,000 grand prize split between 5 teammates and tickets to the NBA All-Star Game. Let me know what you think of all of this news that has been revealed today, and stay tuned. I'll be letting you know when even more news comes out. Shoves them to the side. Touchdown. Get down to the ground, noobs. AP didn't even stumble. It was like he didn't even get touched. Every game he does something like this.